I'm bringing this up because we are shifting into this energy, guys. I felt it. I mean, it was just this brief moment, probably 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20, that all that I just described went on, you know. But we're shifting into this fifth dimensional energy. We're going back to our original roots of star beings and this higher dimensional energy. You know, we're getting glimpses of it already. That was a big glimpse of it yesterday. I'm sitting there just going, I can't believe this is happening. It was so amazing, you know. Beautiful Sagittarius, this is Tammy with Spot On Psychic Readings and Sparky. And I'm bringing your reading from the great outdoors today, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's dive right in. And as usual, I'm going to do the Starseed and Empath cards. I've actually got both decks here. I'm just going to shuffle them both together and let's see what comes up, okay? So I hope you guys are having a great week. For those of you who have been keeping up with my other Border Collie's progress from his surgery, some of you were so sweet and donated to his cause. Thank you so much. He's doing so much better, and I'm putting an update at the end of this video so you can see it, okay? So Sagittarius, let's see what's coming in your Starseed cards, and then we'll go to your Earth cards next, okay? So we've got Akasha. This is like the Akashic records. Your guidance is divine. So you are getting divine guidance at this time, Sagittarius, okay? Lots of portals here. Star bathing. This is about light body, crystal grid transmission and activation. And you may be feeling that. This is in your crossing position. So I get the sense that some of you may be having ascension symptoms, as they call it, like the flu symptoms, when you're actually upgrading and your body is having a hard time catching up with your, catching up with your spirituality. If you hear something in the background, my chickens are getting hungry and they're making a lot of noise right now. So what's happening this week is the courageous peony, and this is the peony flower. Okay, I love how peonies smell. And this is about multifaceted, unique nature, and let yourself be seen. Wow, it's interesting. I don't know if we've had that card come up before or not, Sag. Really interesting. You know, I'm Sagittarius too, so I'm always interested in all the meanings of these cards as they come up. My hands have gotten really cold. I had to go put my hoodie on. It got really cold. The sun was out earlier when I was doing the readings, and my hands are kind of cold right now. So this is the Remember card, okay? And this is remember your soul plan. Your soul plan. What did you come here for? This is called the Fated Life and the Destiny Life. Wow. And you can see her looking into this reflective pond in this picture, remembering her soul plan, like meditation. Let's get one more here. Let's go to this one. And wow, this is so pretty. This is the Ever Unfolding Rose. The Ever Unfolding Rose, Sag. And this is, sorry, I can't read it. The cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. Happening for you, not to you. Interesting. So a lot of really divine guidance, star bathing, bringing up your crystal grid and that sort of thing. Shining, being out there, letting people see your light at this time, remembering your soul plan, and cracking open, like things are cracking open for you. They're happening for you, not to you, okay? So now let's look at Earth life, Sag. What's going on with Earth life? And then we'll get some clarification here, okay? So we look at the spiritual dimension, which is up here, and then we go to the kind of harsher, heavier Earth life. And then we try to put it together because, I do the readings like this because Sagittarius is very multidimensional, and this is the only sign that I do the readings like this for, because Sagittarius is that different. Somebody's noticing you, Sag. With this Page of Swords energy, somebody is totally looking at you and they're like, what is so different about Sagittarius? And I've said this before, you guys act like a mirror. You don't mean to, but you're like a mirror. So when people interact with you, you often, without meaning to, reflect them back to them. So they're not looking at you, they're seeing themselves, because you're like a mirror. They don't always like that. It doesn't make Sagittarius really popular, but it's kind of happening at this time. So this activation, transmission, and crystal grid is happening in the spiritual realm, but on the earth plane, this Emperor reversed is kind of showing up. He can kind of be an angry guy sometimes. Both these cards are reversed. You know, Page of Swords, the Emperor. The Emperor can be somebody who wants to be in charge or is in charge and sometimes has real estate. You know, this could be like an angry landlord, or this could be somebody that wants to buy your house and they're trying to, you know, really whittle down the price and they're not very nice about it. Things like that. Not always. It's just an example. But I feel like that might be going on, and it is giving you conflict at this time, working with this angry masculine energy. We'll see what else. We'll get some more on this. There's something about healing, even on an earth plane. So we've got you being very multifaceted in your spiritual realm, and then you healing on the earth plane. And I feel like this is very, very much connected. The peony, again, beautiful peony. And the healing card, kind of stepping back and just letting the dust settle. Not fighting the battles anymore, Sag. You're just putting your sword down for a while. And here we've got the Nine of Wands right next to the Remember card. You know, this is all about, like, you do have courage to keep going. You do have the inner strength. You might be feeling tired at this time, and that makes sense. I'm seeing this healing card. You might just be like, man, this earth plane is too much. Like, had enough of it. It's too hard. It's too harsh. It's wearing me out. It's draining me. And I can attest to that. I just am feeling very drained by the energy. Actually, this whole year has been, I think, very draining in a lot of ways. There have been a lot of uphill climbs for Sagittarius. There have been a lot of things you've had to take care of. There's been a lot of caretaking, I think, for Sagittarius, whether it's people or pets or housing. You know, maybe you had to replace your roof, or, you know, who knows. I feel like there's been a lot of stuff that's required your attention this year. I know it has for me, for sure. And I just feel this is going on and it's drained you. You know, I get a lot of, these are cards where on the earth plane you're feeling very drained, but on the spiritual realm you're remembering your soul plan. And it's almost like that's at odds. I mean, it often is at odds, right? I do see it being like that, but then it comes together. I see it coming back together. And slow moving Knight of Pentacles energy, yeah, it's the work card. You know, I feel like you're one foot in front of the next, working on something and kind of being on that treadmill, and not being able to get off the treadmill in a lot of ways. Let's look over, let's do a little clarification and see what else we get, Sag. What else does Sagittarius need to know? Who's this angry guy? Let's look at that. Who's the angry guy? The angry guy, we got the Star reversed. It's like there's hope. There's something about hope, but it's a little dampened at this time. Now, the Star is never a bad card, and this can represent Aquarius as well. And the Emperor can represent Aries. So I feel like you're feeling like the stars aren't lining up around this guy, this masculine energy. That there's either been a delay or a little bit of lack of hope or something like that, and feeling like you want to escape. I feel like whoever this is maybe kind of running you off. Like you don't want to be around this person because of the harsh energy, and the Swords energy is like You just can't take it anymore. You want to move. You might be leaving in the middle of the night. This could be or have been an abusive situation for some of you, not everybody, obviously. But I feel a harshness with this person. Let's see what else. What does Sag need to know about that? You know, and also I like to remind people, not every card will fit every Sagittarius every single time. You know that. That's impossible. So take what fits and don't try to force it to fit if it's not your story or your card. Okay. Now for some of you, there could have been a third-party situation with this Three of Cups reversed. And that's why this person's either angry or you're having a hard time with this situation. Because it feels like a love triangle. It feels like somebody was triangulated, okay? Yeah, by Queen of Swords. You know, Queen of Swords, reversed. I think this person and this person were really making your life miserable, Sag. Yeah, that's why they're in the crossing position. Wow. It's so much at odds with your empath self and that sort of thing. Yeah, so that could be going on for you now, or has already happened, and for some reason it's kind of activated at this time. Let's ask this draining energy. What's this drain about, Sag? Sorry, somebody's running a chainsaw over there. Probably sounds really weird coming through the microphone. I think you're drained from working. I think some of you are like, you want to do your soul purpose, as is shown in this other card, but at the same time, it's been such an uphill climb. Yeah, look at this. 9 of Wands came up twice. 9 of Wands. This is strength and reserve, but you know, you need strength and reserve because you're drained. You're drained, and you're drained because of work. And you might be working at something you don't want to be working at because you want to do your soul plan, but your soul plan doesn't pay the bills yet. So, yeah, this is why you're feeling drained, because really you want to just, you know, you're doing this. This is what's really going on. You're meditating, you're remembering, you're like, I came here to do this, so why am I doing that? Right? That kind of thing. I tell you, we are upgrading, Sag, and I want to tell you quickly before I go about this situation, because, and the reason I'm cutting to this right now is because it's so applicable to this reading. Okay, it's really applicable. Talk about soul purpose and upshifts in energy and all that stuff. It's happening. It is really happening. So yesterday I went and sat outside because it was really nice. It was warmer than it is right now. I'm freezing right now. I went and sat outside for 2 hours. I turned my Wi-Fi and my phone and everything off. I didn't want any frequencies that I could, you know, control around me. I know there are other frequencies that we can't control, but what I could control, I did. And I turned off Starlink and everything. So I just sat out there and I put my lounge chair and I laid back in my lounge chair and I just stared at the sky for like 2 hours. That's all I wanted to do, because the sky was really blue, and I just like that beautiful sky blue, like the color in these cards, you know. So I just sat out there, actually laid out there for the longest time, and all of a sudden I noticed there was a heart cloud that the sky was completely blue, and then I look up and there's a heart like, you know, like this, right up above my head. That was a cloud. I was like, that's really interesting. And then all of a sudden this bird that was over in the woods down below me started doing this weird whistle. I'd never heard this bird before, and I know you're going to think I'm delusional. Please don't think I'm delusional. I'm going to sound really crazy here. This bird started chirping my name. It was going, Tammy, 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 Tammy. It went on and on and on like that. I kept listening. I was going, it really is. It's saying my name. It was so weird. And then I look up to see what the heart cloud's doing while this bird is chirping my name. This is where it gets really strange. Now I had little Chippy, my little fuzzy dog, you know, that is usually in the readings. He's inside where it's warm right now. So he was on my lap. So I look up and I'm like, oh, there's a face. Now there's a heart, right? The heart shape. And then there's like a face over on one side of it that was developing. You know how clouds move around. And I was like, oh, cool, there's a face. And I kept looking at it. And all of a sudden, this face was my face in this heart cloud. I was like, whoa, it was like me looking back at me from this heart cloud, like this reflection, almost like I was creating this in some way. It was like my higher self was looking at me through this cloud. So that moved around. I'm sitting there watching it, and this bird's still going, Tammy, Tammy, you know, chirp, chirp. I'm hearing it again. Do you hear it? It's not saying my name right now, but I hear these little birds. They're all gathering around. I tend to attract birds. So then the cloud moved all around and it turned into another little shape. And I'm not kidding you, it was Chippy's face. And Chippy was sitting on my lap. We're both sitting there under this big heart cloud. And first I saw my face in the cloud, the heart cloud. Then, I mean, it was clearly Chippy. It was clearly Chippy's face. You know, a little beard and little ears and everything. I could not believe it. And I'm not, I'd love to hear your comments on this. I wonder if you've had something like this happen. You know, I often see faces in the clouds. You probably do too. I'm a real sky watcher. And the clouds, when they're natural clouds, if you catch my drift, when they're natural, and this was a natural cloud as far as I could tell, very different. You know, they do formations and they react to us, and they, you know, they react to our thoughts. I mean, I've had this happen before. It was really interesting. It was such a reflection of this love I was feeling when I was sitting outside looking at the sky and enjoying this time with Chippy. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because it was a very, very surreal kind of moment. And I've had some surreal moments. I won't lie. I've had a lot of surreal moments in my life and unusual experiences. One of these days I really am going to write a book about it. But that one was really, and it just happened yesterday. It was so cool. And I'm bringing this up because we are shifting into this energy, guys. I felt it. I mean, it was just this brief moment, probably 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 20, that all that I just described went on, you know. But we are shifting into this fifth dimensional energy. We're going back to our original roots of star beings and this higher dimensional energy. You know, we're getting glimpses of it already. That was a big glimpse of it yesterday. I'm sitting there just going, I can't believe this is happening. It was so amazing, you know. So I'd love to hear about your experiences. If you want to share them, please, you know, in the comments. I love reading Sagittarius' comments because they're always really fascinating. I think you guys have some of the most unusual experiences like I do. I don't know if it just comes with Sagittarius territory. You know, we're just born under those stars, and of course we're getting ready to come up into Sagittarius time frame for the year, which I love that time of year. Do you guys? I love like end of November up into December on up into Christmas. It's my favorite time of year. So even the cold, I don't even mind the cold if I have a jacket. So anyway, I'm going to end now, but if you want to see Zorro's update, it's next. And thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. Bye now. Hey, you guys. I wanted to just do an update on Zorro so you can see how great he's doing. And wanted to let you know he is cancer-free, which I'm so excited about, of course. Thank you all for making this possible. I'm not going to cry. I'm not. He's very high energy. He wants to run the farm. And of course he can't right now. So he's been on crate rest. This is day 11, you know, and wearing his cone of calamity, as we call it. Thank you all for supporting him. I just wanted you to see how good he's doing. His incision has healed. And yeah, it was the best news ever on Friday to get the news that he's cancer-free. So what a relief. Thank you all. Thank you for your donations and helping me through this, because I could not have afforded that surgery. He has a huge incision. I don't know if he'll show it to you. I don't know if you can see. Really big incision, and it's all healed. It's looking much better. You know, he's only 6 years old, so this should, you know, at first she said maybe we could, you know, save him for the next like 2 to 4 years, and now she's saying no, he'll probably live a full life. So there he goes, Oro. So you guys, I'm gonna go now, but I wanted you to see how great he's doing. I couldn't have done it without you. Really, you guys are the best, and I don't even know how to thank you. I'm gonna get emotional, but seriously, I don't know how to thank you from the bottom of my heart.